Okay, so we're doing pseudocode, so you should have read the pseudocode on Office 365, hopefully. So let's just go through the questions. The first thing is explaining what the pseudocode is doing. So for the question one, just look at that and just explain what's happening there. Yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. You're asking someone for the first name, the surname, and what is happening there when the variable full name is assigned. Okay, for question two, you need to understand what a variable is. So a variable is something that changes. There's 3 marks there, and so you have to highlight in red or just underline it or just write it down. Which are the 3 variables? Something that changes. For question two, remember it's telling you not to highlight the whole pseudocode. It's just asking you to find the loop and just highlight where it starts and where it finishes. So from there, so if you remember of your back to your lessons, you've done a while loop and a for loop. There's a bit of a clue where it should start and then where does it finish. For question three, is conditional statements. So you've done the conditional statements before, the if statements, the else if statements, and the else statements. So there is your clue. Let's write down where the conditional statement starts from and where it ends, or just highlight it. For question 4, it says, tells you there's been mistake in some of the exam papers where the maths papers have been marked too low and the French, German and Spanish ones have been marked too high, so you just have to adjust the marks, given the new marks for the 3 new scenarios over here. So for this one, it's basically the algorithm. There's some parts here that have gone missing and you just need to fill it in. So it's a fairly straight program where you have to input 10 numbers and it will add them all together. So you just need to write the pseudocodes of the parts that are missing from here. So literally you will be adding, say if I put 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 4, you'll just add the 2 plus the 3 plus the 4 plus the 5 plus the 4, giving the total number, and that needs to be done 10 times. For question 6, it's a little bit more difficult here. It's got quite a lot of scenarios here where variables are. So a person's first name, last name, and someone's mother's first name, mother's maiden name, and it kind of gives them a username password. So you need to work out if James Aaron signs up to the game, his mother's full name has been given as Daniel Stoke. You're going back to this scenario and working out what his kind of username would be. Where it does say if here, if the name has already been used, this will be added at the end. So you can see here, this name has been added twice. So this name has been used twice. So you need to kind of let me know what piece of information can I find out about the original name. So going back to this scenario, how can I, what was his kind of original name and how would he break that down and find that out? And then 5 marks basically using this above. And what would your username be? Then for question 7, question 7, you've kind of write program, and you've kind of what you need to do is find out how many number of people are coming for the meal. Then you need to find out how many, if there is a vegetarian, because if there is a vegetarian in there, then you obviously you won't be adding any meat. If there's no vegetarian, you'll be adding meat and the different proportions on there. So for every person there is, you need to add 100 grams of curry in there, and also if there is no vegetarians, then for every meat number of people are coming, you need to add 50 grams of meat. Else you won't be adding any meat at all. And then you just need to calculate the total amount of grams that you need for the curry and meat. So you're just adding them together. I will let you do question 8 by yourself. If you don't do question 8, you can't hit the top marks for this section.